So thank you very much, the team led by Mr. Nards. So first and foremost, in behalf of the local government unit, of course with our Vice Mayor and the head of the municipality, Mayor Joel Bungalon, welcome po kayo. And I am Roberto Imutna. No, it's my second term as a municipal councilor. And of course, I am already 45 years old. And as my second term, I chair the Committee on Tourism, Culture, and Arts. Okay? I'm the vice chairman also on Committee on Human Resource Development, Labor and Employment, the Trade and Industry, and Cooperatives. Ayan ang hinahawakan ko ngayon. So my first term is I also hold on the committee chair as the chairman on Committee on Finance, Ways, and Means. Ayan, so ngayon dalawa lang po, no? Ayan.
So, ayan po. Na-mention niyo po na Committee on Tourism po kayo. With regards to this sa Banawe po, we all know na pag sinabing Ifugao, mananamat po natin yung rice terraces. And I think, yun po yung pinakauna nating source of na parang pinupuntahan ng tourism dito sa Ifugao. With regards to that po, ano po yung mga ways natin to conserve and preserve yung ating rice terraces?
Actually, number one, no, is the water infrastructure. Ibig sabihin naman, the rice fields really needs water in order that we can utilize. If there's no water running through the rice field, then it will be futile. It will be useless. No, so we need that water infrastructure. The water irrigation canals should be maintained most of the time. And we know Banawe, mountainous area, which is the problem is landslide. That's the major problem we have. And number two, of course, for maintaining, we need budget, no? Which is actually the critical part wherein if you don't have budget, you cannot really maintain all the way. If there are consecutive typhoons, landslide, heavy rainfalls, that affects the sources. And I must say that one of the challenges for us now is like the traditional ways of life of the young ones, no? Is totally different from before. Because, of course, in maintaining the famous world rice terraces, which is found in Banawe, is we really need to take care. No, we really need to teach the youth on how they can handle this kind of challenges. And this is a big challenge for now. Remember that Banawe, among the 11 municipalities, still Banawe got the highest or garnered the highest number of tourist arrivals. And of course, we still need to really protect and preserve, no? And I must say that the local government is trying their best to protect our heritage. In fact, in 2018, the mayor, the governor of the province, no? Our former mayor, Dalipog, have restoration projects for restoring all the areas that are being affected by landslide.
I want to mention yung mga different challenges that you are facing right now in preserving the Banawe rice terraces. Let's start po yung unang pinaka-mention nyo yung pong water. Ano po yung kaya yung reason bakit parang nasisira yung watershed or yung mga water canals natin? Was it sa mga bilang ng farmers or
Yeah, farmers can be a big factor, no, to maintain. Because less and less farmers now, as you can see, in the terraces, we have older ones, but you cannot see more on the younger ones. Number two is landslide. There, of course, the water source is a bit far, no? The water source takes kilometers to reach the rice field. So just an example, there's heavy rainfall and there's landslide affecting the canal, no, irrigation. Then the problem is we need budget for that. Before, there's what we call the spirit of bayanihan, the collective labor. We call it patsyang, no? That was being maintained and well implemented in the olden times. But for today's generation, it's slowly diminishing. Looking forward, that's a good asset for the people of Ifugao if we can maintain that kind of value. So those are something that we can use, no, as a leverage in protection and preserving the rice terraces.
you also mentioned po yung diminishing number or yung interest of the youth na mag-preserve ng ating Banawi rice terraces, what are ways or concrete action plan that you can propose or encourage the youth para mag-preserve?
Actually, now with the government, no, we have the IKSP, yung Indigenous Knowledge System and Practices. The Ifugao State University is trying their best to input that, no, to their students. And secondly, we as the parents, we are trying our best to teach our children, no. If ever they will be educated, they should advocate on how we can maintain. Maybe they can be supportive in terms of finances, di ba? Ganun naman eh. Kasi ngayon, ang sinasabi ng mga parents, you need to be educated so that you cannot experience what we had experienced before as farmer. Because farmer is not so productive, you know. You cannot produce much when it comes to money, no. It just equate the needs. But nowadays, the high prices of commodities cannot really equate the output from being a farmer. So I mean say that it is an inadequate source of income for the rice farming, you know, for rice farmers. Yeah.
But regards po that, nasabi niyo po kasi na parang nagtatransition yung mga youth in pursuing careers para po mas may pera. Wouldn't you think po pag may assistance may galing government para mag-farm ang mga youth, sa tingin niyo po ba mas pagyayamanin pa yung rice terraces if may ganun po na support from the government?
Yeah, I think that will be a big help, you know, because like I've said, one of the reason they don't want to go back there as a rice farmer because of the salary is very low. But if there are some support financially from the government, like increasing the incentives or additional on the regular wage, then that is possible that it will help the youth. Now I can see that the out-of-school youth can be the future farmers, no? Kung itataas nila yung sahod, this out-of-school youth can go back in there. Now, the interesting part, no, in order that we maintain sana yung, para mapag-aralan ng mga youth natin is, we conducted several festivals, no, so that this knowledge, indigenous knowledge, will be transformed to the younger ones. Meron kaming Imbaya Festival, we have Orpi, no, na doon nila nalalaman yung mga cultural aspect, especially on rice farming. Okay, so I think that's one way of educating our youth to love, no, to see to it that we should really maintain and preserve what is called the Banawi rice terraces.
Ay nasabi niyo po na it's very important from financial assistance para mas ma-preserve pa natin. But right now po, do you provide financial assistance to such farmers para tumulong at mas pagdalayan pa po ba?
Actually, for the LGU, we don't really give direct financial support, no? But there are some other programs like the CHAWA system. Meaning the CHAWA system is the local government unit will tend, no, the rice field, or the rice field will be cared by the local government, and during the harvesting period, there will be a 50% sharing between the LGU and the owner. So that's one way of supporting the farmers, but we don't really give direct incentives or direct, you know, support, financial support. Yes.
With regards to that po, since may CHAWA system tayo, do you plan to provide more opportunities since before this interview nasabi niyo din po na parang to create more opportunities for the farmers? Ano po yung mga
opportunities we look forward, no, because we have a drafted tourism code wherein farmers will be benefited, and how they will be involved through financial support is we increase the environmental fee, and a part of the environmental fee should be given to the organizations of farmers para ma-encourage sila. Kasi otherwise, if we don't do that, no, sabi nga nila, kung walang rice field, walang turista, di ba? Kung walang turista, walang kita. Remember that one of the bread and butter of the municipality of Banawi is tourism.
Ayun po, since nasa 2 years or sa period na po ngayon, What are your assurance po or paano ma-ensure ang mga youth na parang ma-preserve pa po ang Banawe Rice Terraces?
We should conduct education dissemination in the barangays. No, we should have a management plan system, no, that will really encourage the younger ones to understand that the rice field had been maintained by our forefathers, and let us remember the cultural value. It's became a cultural, World Heritage Site. So I think that's one way, and let us encourage them to love what was done in the past. And they can do sometimes, even they are actually well educated. Yung isa kong anak, actually, sinasama ko siya sa palayan. No? I want him to feel that bilang farmers mahirap. Pero mas maganda because from that, they will appreciate the beauty of it. No? At sana, sa paglaki nila, makipag-asawa na sila, may anak din sila, then they can actually, give us, how do you call it? Educate their kids too. No?
Culture po ninyo. Ano pong message nyo sa mga youth para mas ma-appreciate pa po nila yung culture po ninyo with regards to farming sa Banao?
Ang message ko sa kanila, whoever they are now, no, they should really value the source of income. I can say the source of income because doon tayo nabubuhay. My parents have been a farmer and they raised us 12 kids through farming. So, sa mga youth, kahit nakapag-aral na kayo in the future, kung may maisusupport po kayo sa mga programs of the local government unit, maybe in terms of financial support, no, or advocating or encouraging the others to support whatever programs and development of the local government unit that will contribute in order that we can preserve the rice terraces we have.
So yun po, we always mention po yung youth, yung education, the NGO or the government po ba of Ifugao really see po ang decrease of farmers, especially of youth, na gumagawa po talaga.
Yeah, evident naman yan. Nakikita po natin. No? I've said the mostly parents now are trying their best to let their kids to be educated. Sabi nga nila, education is knowledge. No, but the government, the provincial government and the local government are really trying their best to come up with the Ifugao Rice Terraces Master Plan. And they actually started that in 2019. Then the master plan is up to 2024. And some of the programs are ongoing. Like other municipalities, Mayaw, no, heritage site. There are some construction of the eroded part of rice terraces. So it's like restorations. In Banawe, we started already that in 2018. And there are some other areas now that it's ongoing. No? But remember that budget is very important. So because of the insufficiency, they cannot repair all the landslide areas. I mean, the affected areas from landslide.
Regarding naman po sa naririnig namin or nare-research namin na ang Banawe po is entitled as Forgotten 8 Wonders of the World.
Hindi naman siguro forgotten, no? Because I may say that it's still a living cultural landscape and it's a living heritage site. It might be forgotten in some areas because when it was declared, no, as a heritage site, they see the physical aspect na may maintain yan eh. And due to the passage of time, naiiba yung physical aspect. Like the landslide, yung mga bahay medyo from, traditional roof, nagiging tinted siya, made out of metal. And the traditional values are changes. And that may cause they say that it was forgotten. But actually, it's not, no? Still, we have the structure. We have the rice terraces standing, no? And in fact, according to the Organization of Civil Engineers of the U.S., American engineers. It's one of the engineering marvel of the Ifugao people.
Gusto din po namin marinig yung opinion niyo regarding po sa pag-ship ng mga farmers ito garden. So, yung parang nakikita na po mga kamatis, mga ano lang po yung ginagawa. Kasi nga daw po, ang sabi nila, sa mga interviews pa namin, mas may pera po sa gardening. Ano po yung masasabi niyo po?
Yeah, definitely. That's true, no? Mas malaki ang pera sa garden kaysa sa rice farming. Actually, during the pandemic times, no, parang natuto na yung mga rice farmers, no, na nakita nila na mas malaki pala ang kita ng magiging gardenero. Ngayon, and also one factor that affect why they convert it into vegetable plantations are the water supply. Pinulang, 'di ba? Yung mga vegetable kahit hindi regular na may tubig yung rice field, okay lang. So those are the factors that affect why they shift from rice farming to vegetable farming. Anyway, like I've said, that the government is doing, like the meeting that we have, no, there are investors coming in. Then if possible, we need to work out for our proposal on how we can come up with really good plan to bring back the glory of the rice terraces.
And ang last question ko po is, sa tingin niyo po ba yung development na nangyayari ngayon sa ating bansa or sa ating lugar is nakaka-apekto po siya sa preservation of Banawe or it helps po?
For me, it will help. No? Yung mga ibang developments like the road construction, physical development yan. Kasi sa farming, kailangan talaga opening of roads. And that will help them to lift up their, how do you call this, the money. So at least nakakatulong yan sa pagdadala nila yung mga vegetable nila sa bayan. Before, binubuhat talaga yan. So now it will, how do you call it, shorten the time of bringing those harvested vegetables to the market areas. So I may say it's a good thing that there are developments.
Last question lang po talaga. Yung LGU po ba ng Ifugao is nag-reach out na po sa National Office po for help or consultation po? So,
Yeah, meron na. That's why meron tayong IRT, Ifugao Rice Terraces Master Plan. No? Even UNESCO, they reach out on that. And other private organizations. In fact, the sources of the restoration of Banawe came from the private organizations. And there are other institutions that are helping. IFSU is one, no? For the, how do you call that, trainings, giving meetings, a symposium on how we can care for our rice terraces.
Ay siguro kanina parang medyo nag-reflect ako sa isang sinabi mo and then I realized na medyo parang concrete plan nga siya. Like, is it, based sa sinabi mo kanina, is it safe to say na isa sa nakikita nyo to be able to preserve yung Banawe Rice Terraces is yung out of school?
Yeah, I think we should motivate them. No? Kaysa, minsan kasi, di ba kung punta ka sa syudad, kung minsan mas mahirap yung buhay doon. Because everything you pay. Transportation, boarding house, dito may mga libre. So I think out of school youth can be a big factor as one, people who can help in maintaining the farm areas.
So one way to parang hikayatin sila is, kasi I heard from isang lola dati na parang aside from nag-aaral na yung ibang youth, yung iba parang out of school. Like, may field sila pero they choose not to. Tapos yung iba parang choose mag-garden kasi there is money.
Yeah.
So parang siguro sa plan nyo, parang is it safe to say din na i-represent yung idea sa out of school youth as a job opportunity?
Yeah, that should be a perfect thing to do. You share what is the plan of the government so that they will understand. Because kung hindi natin masasabi sa kanila, paano nila malalaman niya? Especially yung sinasabi natin, increase of incentive sana or salary. Example dito sa atin, kung ikaw ay babae, 300 for farming, no? Kung lalaki ka, 400. So now, if you can equate that salary comparing to other municipalities or to the cities, if there are other source of income, no, galing sa mga private organization or from the national government, you can increase the salary, and I think they will become farmers out of school. Yeah, I think it's enough that they can use that to support the family needs.
Last question po, what are your hopes to the new in preserving the Banawe rice terraces in the next years or at least 10 years from now?
The hope, they should be optimistic, no? The positive thinking that we look forward positive ways where we can they can share whatever they have, maybe in terms of their knowledge on planning, creating management system, management team, and financial. So, sana ganun ang gagawin nila. Ako, hindi ko magagawa yan. I'm trying my best to support whatever programs of the local government.
Since sabi niyo nga po, marami ng students na parang nag-aaral, pursuing another career, bakit kailangan natin balikan kung saan tayo ng bandi? Like for example, alam po namin natin na people go started in planting rice sa Banawe.
One of the advantages kasi sa amin, no, the rice produce is organically treated. Kung baga sa ngayon, comparing sa kinakain natin is chemically treated. Nakikita niyo yung life span, no, ng mga tao ngayon parang bumababa na as compared to the past. Wherein yung kaugalian nila, yung farm system nila, nami-maintain nila, at parang masabi ko, nagpapahaba ng buhay.
A very, very last question na po talaga. Do we have po estimate percentage of farmers po ngayong year na to, and there is a decrease or
Definitely nag-decline, pero to the percentage, I don't have really a file on that. But that's a good question. I'll try to ask the MAU office if they have a list on that.
Ayun lang po. Anything to add po sa mga sinabi niyo, if ever may nakalimutan po kayong message to the youth and also inform me about rice terraces?
So, thank you very much. Papasalamat ako at sa mga viewers natin, no, kung ano ang problema natin, if one way or another, kung may itutulong po kayo, we are open to hear you. If you have some good plans and suggestions, we will encourage you to join us, and we appreciate that. No? And sa mga youth, join us in protecting the World Heritage Site. Okay, thank you.
Ayun lang naman po.